And absolutely true. Today, President Joe Biden making good on a campaign promise, canceling thousands of dollars of student loan debt for millions of borrowers, while also extending the student loan payment pause until the end of the year. It's a key step in his three-part plan to tackle the trillion-dollar student debt crisis and provide relief to low and middle-income families. 6 News anchor Bailey Bates is live in studio tonight as a local economist explains the impacts of today's big announcement. Bailey?
Of course, the announcement is drawing pushback as Americans worry about inflation. Some lawmakers say it's not enough, others calling it a handout. An economist tells me the plan has more benefits than not. President Joe Biden trying to ease financial burden for millions of student loan borrowers.
These targeted actions are for families who need it the most.
Relief is on the way for those who make under $125,000 per year or $250,000 for married couples or heads of households. Up to $20,000 will be forgiven for Americans who went to college on Pell Grants. For other federal loan borrowers, the plan will forgive up to $10,000.
I would have preferred to see a more targeted approach that dealt with those kind of real issues as opposed to kind of a blanket approach like this. But I recognize the blanket approach is far more popular and affects more people.
Local economist Dr. Perryman of the Perryman Group says there are many equity benefits with the announcement.
It will make a difference for some. It will close the income gap to some extent and the wealth gap, which I think is very important. Give a lot of folks maybe an opportunity to have greater access to credit than they would have had otherwise.
As opponents claim Biden's student debt relief will fuel the already crippling inflation, Perryman says there will be minimal impact.
Anytime you put more money into the system, you have the potential for some inflationary impact, but I don't think it's anything you'll see much of at this point in time.
Around 43 million borrowers will receive relief from Biden's student debt plan, and the White House estimates about 20 million borrowers will have their debt entirely erased.
That gives them more flexibility to borrow and do other things in the future. For others, you're reducing the debt, so it will definitely have some positive economic impacts over time.
Perryman's biggest concern with the president's announcement, Americans will get complacent with loan forgiveness.
Don't assume that your debt will be forgiven down the road just because we have this program going on right now.
There's been reports that forgiving the debt could cause tuition to rise, but Perryman says that's unclear at this point. He does say efforts to make college affordable are likely to get started now, so we don't end up back here.
Yeah, Bailey, I want to ask you a couple questions now because you've been working on this all week as well. Presidents have forgiven student loans on a much smaller scale before, but never this grand. So let's try to figure some of these questions out. So do borrowers have to apply to receive this benefit that came under ruling today?
Yeah, some people will, others will not. The Education Department already has income data of 8 million people. Those 8 million people will receive automatic debit relief. If the Education Department doesn't have your information already, there will be some applications available in the coming weeks.
All right, that makes sense. Now, what about people who have already paid off their loans? Are they just out of luck? That seems to be the biggest argument, or people getting the most angry.
And unfortunately, they are. The forgiveness plan is only for borrowers who currently owe federal student loans. Then it might change, but as of right now, we don't know.
Okay, and what changes were made to help Americans working towards public service loan forgiveness?
So those working full-time in nonprofits or federal, state, local government may be able to get their student loans completely wiped out, but they need to apply before November of this year to be eligible.
All right, so we have to move quick because they've only got 2 months to do it or whatever. Yep. Great coverage today. Appreciate you diving